I'm Mike, games designer, who's moved to Italy with my wife and 2 cats. And welcome to my quest in Umbria, which is our channel about life in Umbria. And there is some of Umbria behind me. There's Jules over there. There she is. So I'll keep that bit in. No. Yeah, that's staying in. Yeah. So the channel's going to be about our life in Italy, the things we're doing around the house, the things we're doing around the land, any work we're getting done. And also, if you're thinking of moving to somewhere like Italy or elsewhere in Europe, it'll be the kind of pitfalls you might expect as well. And also some of the awesome things, you get for living abroad. So I'm not particularly hands-on. And when I say that, I'm not a DIY expert. I'm just a bloke who makes computer games. So I'm not going to be knocking down walls or repairing ceilings or anything like that. But absolutely, I'll be out in the garden. We've got 4 hectares. I'll be outside pruning olive trees and, we're renovating parts of the land. And I'll certainly be learning how to do some of the stuff in the house, but I'm not going to be leading it. I'm not going to do plumbing. I'm not going to do electrician work and stuff like that. So it's more like what would happen if you got a random person and put them in Italy and said, here you go, do some stuff. It's going to be all the trials and tribulations of, living in Italy, really. So we moved to Italy in October 2020, right in the middle of COVID, just before Brexit. And we lived in a 2 different rented places for just about a year and a half. And then while we're in the second place, we started looking for places to buy. We sold our house in England in that time as well, which is a small little house in Guildford. And we used the proceeds from that to buy this place. We haven't really put any more money into this building, or buildings, I should say. For us, the important thing about the house we were looking for was a view, or actually this is one view. This area here has 270 degrees of view, the promontory we're on, but we have also 2 or 3 other places around our land which have amazing views as well. But it's the view, it's peace and quiet as well. Probably can't hear very much apart from me and the birds, and Mrs. Cat has now made the camera wobble. Thanks, Mrs. Cat. Also we wanted a swimming pool, although we currently have one with a hole in it. And we wanted neighbours being relatively far away, so we really have space to ourselves. And that's why we settled on this place. So we looked for various places while we were renting, and we ended up picking Umbria because it's a bit cheaper than Tuscany. It's a bit quieter than Tuscany. It's still very central in Italy, so you can get everywhere really easily. And I think views for pound, it's probably the only places that's better is probably Le Marche, but Le Marche has a lot of earthquakes. So we plumbed for Umbria, which kind of gave us the best of everything, really. So what's up for the channel first? I think the best thing is we've been here 2 years, just over 2 years. So it's going to be a recap of year 1 and year 2. And that will probably tie into some of the stuff that's been shown in our 2 short episodes, which haven't actually aired yet for us, on channel 4. So it's really us getting settled here and starting to get some work done. And they'll probably be 2 of the first videos. And then after that, we're coming up to the olive picking season, whether we're doing it ourselves, because there's a lot of work and we have over 100, well, near 150 olive trees now. But certainly a lot of the work outside I'll be doing, and I'll be doing some videos around that. So that will be something coming up soon as well. But first of all, it's going to be a recap on year 1 and year 2. So that's just a brief intro to the channel. I wanted to get in before we went on TV so that we could link to it. And yeah, watch this space, really. It's not going to be anything majorly professional, as you can see. It's going to be me in front of a camera or that strapped to my head. We'll see how it goes, I guess. If you've got any questions, if there's any questions you've got about, where we live or what we do or anything like that, then ping away, and I'll be happy to answer them in future videos. So good to meet you all. I'm Mike West, and this is Umbria.